Every once in a while, I kind of think about why those 10K months, are so elusive and sought after in this space. Is it just because it's a nice round number? Is it just because that's when you just, hit five figures in income? But like, I don't know how long everybody watching has been in this space, but we all see these people saying, help you get your first 10K months or grow to consistent 10K months. And it is a benchmark in a sense, because to be honest, I remember when I hit my first 10K month, it was in 2020. And I don't know exact month, but I know it was between August and December, because it was probably September when we hit our first 10K month. But it was quarter 4, I would say 3 into 4 of 2020. And that's back when it was just a two-man consultancy and before PDOCS and Audience Lab and the sales labs and the brands and companies I run now. I mean, for instance, nowadays, 10K months isn't a benchmark anymore, which is great, right? Like you can see right here where I've highlighted on our screen in one of our businesses through 17 days, we're at 81,000 plus cash collected. So obviously 10K months aren't necessarily on my radar, but they still are for a lot of people, right? There's a lot of people that haven't hit their first 10K month, that have hit it once and then dropped back down, that just couldn't do it consistently. But more importantly, a lot of you guys just structuring your offers, optimizing it, understanding how to actually get in productive conversations. So what I want to say is the most extensive step-by-step blueprint for, and when I say starters, doesn't always mean starters. I'm just talking about people that haven't quite hit 10K months or aren't getting there consistently. Also, this is for starters if you've never actually launched an offer, but you have an expertise or you're thinking about getting into it. So as I scroll down just a little bit real quick, because I'm not going to cover, you'll see when I'm scrolling up and down over here on the right side of my screen, page 1, page 2 of 53. But I just want to go through a couple things real quick. And then anybody that wants this, just comment blueprint below. Whether you're watching the video or you're reading the copy in the post, comment blueprint below and I will get this sent over to you. But the goal of this program, what we did this in conjunction with a 7-day live challenge. But regardless, the document and the step-by-step process is the same whether you join it or not. Now, we also have access to the challenge, but I'm not here to pitch you anything. If you want some information, I can get you that as well. But this isn't a paid type of recording or objective here. So what the goal of the program is the goal is to build, test, and validate and optimize your offer to either close a client or uncover objections that you can use as stepping stones to higher conversion rates, right? So really two things happen when people go through the content. Number one, you'll go through the content, you'll implement, and you'll close the first or your next or a higher ticket client, right? Or you'll go through, you'll not close, but you'll uncover more about your prospect and your offer than you ever have before in terms of research, feedback loop, everything that I'm going to talk about. Just as exciting as now we can help you optimize, right? And that's what this document will do. So, we focus on what's the big picture, right? Obviously, this is a PDOCS. This is being posted in a PDOCS group. You can see at the top, this is a PDOCS document and through our PDOCS programs. But the PDOCS method is what? Right? First off, everybody that doesn't know, pains, desires, obstacles, common beliefs, and steroids, which is actually mentioned right above or below where I am. But the 5-step process that we do in every offer, same thing. We still use PDOCS every day in Audience Lab with those numbers I was just showing you a minute ago, right? But what it's to do is to identify the pains or desires or the PDOCS, as I just mentioned, map out transitional messaging, validate the idea, optimize, tweaks what needs to be improved, what's not converting for better, and scale winning messaging, winning campaigns, winning outreach messages, winning ad hooks, winning email copy, right? Scale those campaigns and shelve the losers, basically. So this is where organic, whether it's paid ads, organic cold email, the same concept applies. And that's what I think a lot of people overlook. So again, this is the most extensive 53-page, very thought out document in terms of the step-by-step on what you're going to do, how you use PDOCS to land your first few clients and or uncover objections. Usually it's a combination of both, right? So again, number one, identify the PDOCS, create the messaging. So we walk you through each step. We walk you through in our 7-day challenge exactly what activities we should be doing each day and map them out with a worksheet, homework, the assignments. I mean, a lot of people don't even really understand their average order value. Or I think, a lot of you guys don't realize you're simply undercharging. Your perception in the market is you're already speaking with people that can't afford your stuff, which is possibly true. I'm not saying it's not, but it's also the way things are being positioned, the audience you're targeting. There's a lot of factors that lead into that, right? So as we say, we like to make sure your offer is 3K or over currently. And if it's not, we will tell you how to do that and kind of show you how to do that, right? I think a lot of people overlook simple things like building their schedule, dialing in their power hours, blocking out based on certain color codes, which doesn't always have to be that way, but I just find that easier, right? So we walk you through, how to map out your day for most productivity and efficiency and effectiveness with your outreach on whatever the approach that is. So again, we walk you through everything day one in highlighted, and then the whole worksheet and the exercise that goes behind it. So if you want an exact 53-page blueprint of how to get your first, next, or consistent 10K months, and you've really been struggling with doing that, following probably a bunch of different methods or things that feel a bit scammy or spammy or whatever, whatever word you want to throw in there, just let us know, comment blueprint below, and we will get that over to you. And guys, I said this as I was reviewing this with some of my private clients. I actually just put this in my private client vault again. They already had access to it, but I just re-highlighted the most applicable resources. And for anybody in that program that's still under 10K months, and I put this as one of the top most 5 valuable things that we provide. But what I went on to say was, if I truly wish I had a resource like this when I got started. Now, I had the fortune of being employed from a big company and learning on an inner team before on a team internally before taking it out to on my own, but I still didn't know or didn't have anything like this, and this truly would have been a game changer. So hopefully it is for at least one of you guys watching. Comment blueprint below, and we'll get it shot over to you.